And we are live at 5:05/7:05 Central from the Piranha Pond. What's up, everybody? I
How's it
am
going?
your illustrious host, the Kingfish Mac, back once again in the pond. Well, y'all know who it is. The Piranhas is in this bad boy. What's going on? My brother from another mother, Mr. Nick Nass. What's happening with you, baby boy?
Ready to have some intriguing conversations. Let's get to it.
I heard that. And y'all know who brings the bling to the pond? My beautiful cousin, Miss Nick Mo. What's happening with you, babe?
What up, everybody? How y'all been?
Making it. Trying to make it to here. And shout out to my boy, Mr. Franklin Flyer. He definitely will be joining us shortly. In the meantime, it's good to be back. It's good to be seen. Happy to all be in one place at one time. You guys missed us on last Thursday. Me and Frank, we did an impromptu live remote Piranha Pond / King's Corner. Both of us. Well, I was in the car, and Frank was at the house, and we just did it live on Facebook Live. Tried to ping you guys in, but couldn't get no response from y'all. But it was all the regulars. So we kind of did a cool little 2-man holla. In the meantime, in between time, I'm glad.
Notification. Not I don't think I realized you sent a notification. I know y'all was talking, and then Keena was like, "Hey, they live," and I was just like, "I didn't get no notification on link." And then when I went back and I checked the chat, some kind of way it was, or you said something about we going live or something. And I was like, "Okay, I missed that totally." But
yeah, I tried to add y'all both to the live, but it wasn't the same way that we usually do it. You know what I'm saying? How y'all get the notifications for this, because we wasn't on this app. It was kind of just some impromptu shit. I was talking to Frank sitting in the car at my lunchtime, and it was 5 o'clock, and Jesse Smollett had just got sentenced, like right minutes before that, and we was talking about it. And I was like, you know what, man? Let's go on Facebook, man, talk about this shit, right? So that's kind of how that cracked off. Anyway, what we're gonna talk about today? Oh, I know what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about your boy Mase, Pastor Mase, Mason Betha, Murder Mase, whatever you want to call him nowadays, has just dropped a diss track, apparently, calling Puffy out on all his BS over the last 20, 30 years or whatever. Here, I'm going to read the story to you guys. So it says, rapper and former Bad Boy artist Mase has released a new song titled Oracle 2 Standing on Bodies. And it includes blatant shots aimed at his former CEO and collaborator, Diddy Combs. Rapping the top of mid-tempo track powered by horns and 808s, Mase proceeds to disparage Diddy's character, pointing to his alleged misdealings as a businessman and his perceived lack of support for artists formerly under the Bad Boy umbrella. Here, matter of fact, we're going to play a little snippet. We can't play much of this, Bad Boy, copyright infringements, but have a listen.
You should get
Credit Karma, right to the commercial.
money app where your hard work pays off. Unless your butler also has a butler, then you're probably...
Virtue, what's good with you, boy?
Yeah.
And we definitely not goals, and we definitely not woes. You can feel it in your soul. We ain't nothing, nigga. 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 I'm an unapologist. New women like Solomon. I could burn bridge, walk water like the prophets did. I could read niggas' futures like astrologists. Why I'm so clean, I'm the next thing to godliness. Niggas trying to starve my kids and give my money to his firstborn. I'm not the nigga supposed to work for him. You supposed to teach Coach and P about a legacy. Instead the niggas follow you, you teach them treachery. And now you say you check for me without a check for me. Know what you talking about? This murder niggas double jeopardy. Niggas saying let it go. You bugging, nigga, I can't let it be. Tell niggas don't call for me. I can only talk for me. I know what my budget read. I read the budget every week. I'm on a no way out tour, but it's a way out for me. They can try to dangle money. They didn't think I ever leave. Niggas never pay the artists, but they love to pay the freaks.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Murder Mace is back, y'all. I just gonna start off by saying that. Murder Mace is back in the building.
All fantastical, baby.
Giving Puff
Digging it.
the business.
Yeah.
We've been hearing, for the last 2 years, when Mace jumped out the window off his pulpit and flamed Cameron's ass up with the first oracle, and then came out and did a bunch of interviews and podcasts and whatnot, Instagram posts. We kind of been knowing that it's been, some real funny feelings and shit, right? About him and his old camp, right? And shit, it seems to me now ain't no subs, ain't no subliminals, right? This nigga just.
He said, like, give my money to your firstborn. Wow.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And he go way, 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 way deeper. He was like, I'm the ghost of shine. I speak for every artist never spoke their mind, representing every artist that was left behind. From Craig back to Jimmy. That nigga was going in.
But then in a little bit, but hold on, but he did that. But then, like in the little link you sent me, he was just like, "But I'm not out here trying to throw shots. I'm just saying hiding from it no more." But nigga, that's what you're doing. Yeah. You're doing shots.
actually stating facts.
I didn't send that second one, and I didn't get a chance. I didn't send the second link, and I didn't get a chance to look at it. But the only link I sent to y'all
because the first link you sent didn't go into the whole track, but it played some, and then it just kind of did. He was live, and he was just kind of just talking about some stuff while he was live. But hey, T-Nell, but I'm just like, but clearly you went in. Not what he said he did.
Hey, Mama Nell.
But you went in. You went in. I'm not mad, but you went in.
But see, people forgot that Jadakiss said, y'all, Mace in East Coast term, Mace is nice. They don't call him Murder Mace for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So to that whole area when they went to the shiny suits and all the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, he just said that he just don't understand that, when you getting Grammys for songwriting credits, how you be number 2 in your own video. And he said the only reason he wrote number 2 is because he said he comes second to none. Now, it's been over 25 fucking years since y'all did that shit, but all right, go off. I ain't tripping. But I don't know. Mace got some funny time with the jump off, and stuff like that, since he, like you said, jumped off the pulpit. But
but see, the thing is that he came full circle now because
but I don't know. I mean,
after that, the whole full circle. She broke up.
You broke up.
No, I stopped talking. But I am laughing.
No, I said, yeah, but I said he finally came full circle because this is the time period where you say, like, the years have passed where he re-owned ownership of his master if it was written like that. Because once upon a time, they had a publication, everything you need to know about the music biz. So it was a clear and present look. Who is this entertainment lawyer? Did Puffy provide all that for all the people to actually know what they was doing, not just to go off the fame because he was puffed at it. And those who were looking at not saying just be famous, but just want to be on, it's like, yeah, because I feel like he would say, go read the contract. Your contract say your likeness, your music belongs to the universe and Bad Boy. And it's a lot of people that came across Diddy's table that now is, not say has-beens, but it's like, no, it's time to clearly speak. Puffy up here, that's the number one rule I always said. If I'm gonna make it, I want everybody to shine with me. I don't want to leave nobody behind. I don't want to shine on them. I want them to shine with me and have the freedom when we creatively do stuff and contribute to other people's music careers. We want them to teach the same lesson. I want my dollars to circulate 30 times inside my own crew before it goes out to somebody else. Then Puffy dropped the ball. How about that? On everything.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The first we heard about it was when came out there and was like, you ain't been doing shit for us. Don't try to front on it. And he tried to like give us some hush money to kind of calm her down real quick and talk about fake kids, talking about the other kids. So, it's been some, every once in a while somebody out and be like this and that, they be like that and stuff like that too. But what made on his interview on his little live that he said that his pen was the one that held Bad Boy together after
Biggie.
After Big.
He
said, he said, he was like, people don't, he said he wrote songs that they gave to Biggie. Said now he ain't tripping because it was Biggie. But I don't know. Because one questions the timing of it. When it was that whole Your Mafia shit, y'all wasn't sitting. I get it. Everybody want they just dues. Everybody want credit. But I just don't, I just don't be understanding Mace's timing. Like, did him and Puffy basically get into it again? Or something fucking happened? Because it just seemed like it's real random.
Nah, what I think happened is, and this is just me putting the pieces together. I don't know this to be what actually happened in their minds. But last week or 10 days ago or so, you had the boy Freddie P from Making the Band came out and did an interview on a podcast or something where he really fucking took Puffy down through there. But he was really just on some gangster shit, right? This nigga was like, his position was, look, man, I was hustling, right, in Florida, before the Making the Band shit ever came. I wasn't even tripping off of that. I was getting my bread. Everybody knew that I could rap. I was holding it down on that level. And I went to the Making the Band shit on a fluke. But now I'm in the fucking position where I can kind of do some shit, but I can see that it's all like just a bunch of bullshit, right? So while this nigga's telling me to go get a cheesecake, walk across the bridge and get a cheesecake, he's like, his mans is over here like, yeah, nigga, get me one too. And he like, look, homie, I'll get you one because you in a life, you can change my life. You're in a position to change my life. This nigga here, fuck him. And he was on that shit like that, right? All throughout, I guess, the behind the scenes of the Making the Band shit. So what he was saying was, look, man, I kind of fucking sidestepped my own shit, you know what I'm saying, to go fuck with this nigga, thinking that my life was going to be changed, bought into this bullshit ass dream. Y'all all know what Puffy is on, and shit, my life has kind of been fucked up ever since, right? So that shit was trending, and Puffy came back out 2-3 days later after everybody was kind of reposting that shit and talking about it, and he was like, you niggas need to stop whining and work harder, right?
Wow.
Right. Some Puffy shit, right? So I think I think maybe kind of responding to the arrogance of this nigga.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I ain't been saying really shit. Everybody know we ain't vibing like that, nigga. I left the industry because my motherfucking paperwork wasn't right. You feel what I'm saying, nigga? I left this shit to go to go find the Lord, right? In a whole nother path. And nigga, you talking about, you know what I'm saying? A nigga ain't working harder, nigga. I work. Nigga, you don't work. That would be my position if I was Mace. And I'm petty as fuck, right? So pin a diss track on his ass and shit in like, 4 hours, put a little, cool little beat together and let that motherfucker fly. Fuck you, nigga.
But that's the thing. That's the essence of hip hop, though. You know what I'm saying? You hear somebody say something,
Right.
I got content and I got the truth because I live right next time to you with the shiny suits, right? Because once upon a time, the locks, when Adam, I'm talking about like man, you still on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying? We still connected to the streets, so forth and so on, right? I'm gonna walk in your office and flip some stuff over. You know what I'm saying? So and the thing is, we lived through that era like hardcore. So the only one I could say that survived half of the thing and was like in the career still is J-Lo. She's the only one that kind of transitioned past the whole Puffy episode and see what was actually of it. Her career still went on.
112 survived on their own.
Where they at?
Nope.
There was just a couple different
nobody.
people that survived. Yeah, they last album was really good. They survived after Puff. I'm just saying it's been like maybe 5 years, but they have put out good content since their first album when they first got back with Bad Boy. I mean, they had like 3 albums under their umbrella. So I mean, I'm just saying, like they are some like no Total didn't, but they didn't. I thought that they would have probably tried to come back and do something. They didn't. They could have just chose not to want to do that. Fate survived.
Nope.
No,
not at all.
I mean, you had the one, you had,
She had to go to Dr. Dre. She actually went to Dr. Dre.
Some people with some one-hit wonders, but what I'm saying is that they had some people. Well, this is reference to what you said. There are some people that survived after the demise of Bad Boy.
But as far as their longevity in actually owning their content, he still has the ghost rings around all that stuff.
They sold all his content.
That's what he's saying. He's like the money after. So what? How
owning their content, regardless if they went Bad Boy or not. I didn't think about them owning their content because I thought it was public that they don't own their content. I'm just saying that there were some artists that survived after the demise of Bad Boy. But I'm not out here foolishly thinking that none of them own their content.
Well, you know what? It's a trip
Anybody
that you
who
would think of it
like
like
really own their content.
Look, it's a trip that you would think of it like that. And Joe Budden says something real profound in his arguments against the whole slaughterhouse shit, right? So what he said was, Crooked Eye says, I brought a deal to the table, and that deal contained ownership. And Joe said, hold the fuck up. If we not signed, right, and we got a product, right?
We own.
Don't I own 100% of it? Like, how in the fuck do we got a deal where you gonna give me a percentage of my shit? Don't I give you a percentage of my shit?
100%.
But traditionally, because the record company has just been so dick in the booty, with no grease type shit, right? It's the nature of the business. Because you come into the business generally with nothing, and they're able to provide you with everything that you need to push you to that superstardom or to whatever level of stardom and shit, right? People are willing to sign off on shit that, maybe 30 years ago, you didn't even know that you owned your shit. You know what I'm saying? Before you sign that fucking deal. Nowadays, with everybody looking for distro deals as opposed to production deals and shit, right? Like, nobody's really trying to sign to a major unless you already got a little buzz in the street, and then you need the major to give you that second push to that Meg Thee Stallion kind of level and shit, right? But for the most part, if you create some shit, you own it. And part of the deal, right, is that you giving up a portion of your ownership the back end and shit, right, in order to secure the deal. Now, to look at it from the other angle, though, right, and here's where I'll be the devil's advocate and ride Puffy shit for him, right? So a record company generally says, okay, look, nigga, you in the ghetto and you can sing, rap, do whatever the fuck, right? Somebody brought you to me with these raw skills, raw talent, right? I'm going to invest the money in you, put you in the studio, fucking send your ass to these classes or whatever, do your wardrobe for you, fucking press up the fucking product, do the fucking advertising, all that shit. Plus, I'm gonna throw you a fucking little knot so you can get the fuck out the ghetto for right now, and shit, right? So I'm gonna throw you this 100,000. You know what I'm saying? On the $250,000 advance, we're gonna use the other 150,000 to do the project, and from there we're gonna put you. You don't got fuck to do with the money shit, right? But again, at the end of the shit, after we get all our money back, how the splits is gonna work is you get 6% or whatever the fuck, right? Some bullshit ass fucking deal, right? 2 points, right? Which comes
A
out to
quarter
about
on every dollar.
some shit like that. Not even that. Not even fucking that. Like about it comes out to about, with all the mechanical royalties and everything, I think the old school numbers worked out to be about 18 cents on the dollar and shit, right? And your fucking ass cap royalties and whatever other mechanical license, and when they play your shit on the radio and all that shit, right?
SRC.
So you already coming into the deal signing off on all your shit, but the justification is, well, shit, without them, I wouldn't have nothing to sign off on anyway, right? And then from the record company's perspective, they're saying, you look at it like we're invested in your dream. We're not invested in your dream. We invested in you as a product, right? Because we think that you as a product could sell, right, in this particular time frame, right? If it was Walmart and Walmart said, okay, well, the Samsung TV sell good at fucking Christmas, right? But the motherfucking toaster oven sell good, during the fucking after January, because motherfuckers is trying to get their bed and breakfast on with all this new shit that they bought for Christmas. So, we're gonna get you a toaster oven and shit, right? So you can, make you some cool shit or whatever. Nobody says fuck about the fact that they don't pay no attention to the Samsung TVs no more. And guess what? Samsung ain't getting none of that motherfucking toaster oven money. They just moved on to a different product, right? Your usefulness is over. Yeah, you still on the shelf. We might sell a couple of you bitches, right? Earn that little $13 off the 1,000 or whatever the fuck niggas pay for TVs nowadays, right? But for the most part, the season for us getting money out your ass is pretty much over, right? And a motherfucker moves on. Okay, well, you got to look at yourself the same way, Mr. Singer, Mr. Rapper. You know what I'm saying? Miss 7-octave range, fucking operatic, fucking hip hop sing, whatever the fuck, right? You got to look at it from that perspective. You don't got fucked. Because if you did, then you would negotiate a different deal. You wouldn't have to settle for the dick in the booty deal. You feel what I'm saying? So now we fast forward 20 years later. Puff was the nigga that was making that shit happen for a bunch of motherfuckers that you never would have heard of, right? And Puff didn't never own no record company. Like Bad Boy is a big production company. It's not a record company.
That's it.
Right?
That's
Bad Boy was a joint partnership formed with a record company. But it's a fucking production company. This nigga don't administer nothing, right? That nigga gets his cut like you. You feel what I'm saying? No. So when you talking about this nigga didn't pay you, you know what I'm saying? Well, first of all, he don't administer the check. You got to go to Arista, whoever the fuck it was that he had the distro deal with, right? Whoever was the real record company and shit, right? And then secondly, the deal that you signed with him, through him, right, to get you to the major is what the fuck it is. You don't get to come back 30 years later and say, oh yeah, well, I was fucking with Puff and nobody gets their fucking masters. Nobody has, much of their fucking publishing. All they publishing is gone to whoop-de-whoop wherever and shit, right? Well, that couldn't have just been the business model. That had to be the fucking circumstance, right? Because remember, this nigga was fucking with a bunch of ghetto. He was a ghetto, not so much a ghetto kid, but he was a party kid, fucking with a bunch of ghetto kids that never had nothing, right? So he ain't really just looking to fuck them over. He just probably was looking to facilitate a deal to get him to Clive Davis or whoever the fuck was running the real shit, right? That's who your fucking argument should be with. Nobody's really giving this nigga the credit for all these names that we could talk about with the fucking bad boy curse. We get to talk about them because of Bad Boy. Well, no,
is there such thing as Bad Boy curse? Is there such thing as Bad Boy curse?
Yeah, fucking yeah. Nigga.
Ain't none of them motherfuckers got
Oh
no
my God, that is
They
crazy.
all broke or dead, nigga.
Yeah, ain't none of them motherfuckers got no money.
Yeah, you have to think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Except the ones that Shell was trying to remember, but yeah, for the most part, you know, all the way from Craig Mack, G Depp, Black Rob, fucking the girls. What was their name, Shell?
Total.
Fucking Faith. Her ass was way over on death row doing some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Until she got brought back. She got brought back into the fold because this nigga needed to do the fucking Bad Boy reunion tour.
But then he was under Andre Harrell.
Well, then she caught fire with some whole other shit too, though.
Lil Kim broke North. Lil Kim broke North early in the game.
Was Bad Boy. So,
Junior Mafia.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Right.
What was her name?
Junior Mafia.
What was my dude next? Shine.
Yeah, Shine got fucked over.
Nigga, Black Rob.
But you know the most
Mace, Big
Mace, Big Mace though.
Case,
yeah,
Case and Mace.
Case was signed to Bad Boy.
But the most egregious thing though, I like how he didn't
sign.
Yeah, Case. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing I thought, you know, when y'all just said that in this recent thing, that he took it and made another brand. He like, you know what I'm saying, rebirthed himself into the clothing, into the liquor, not associated with the record companies, right? So it's like he reformed this whole thing and said, you know, I'll leave all that to the side because at one particular time he couldn't make a deal like he did in the beginning. You know, when Craig Mack really cracked Bad Boy off. Then Super Cat, Dolly Mercy, remember he had Super Cat too. You know what I'm saying? So cause that was that one Super Cat and Biggie on the reggae side of the game. But you know, as far as him creating a fashion designer, I guess his first baby mama was a little fashion designer lady too. You know, Mary J. Blige. You know,
Mary J. Blige wasn't signed to Bad Boy. She was signed to Uptown.
They were Uptown, but yeah.
Uptown. She was talking to Uptown, right?
Yeah.
He got fired after the Mary J. Blige project.
There you go. All right, I got you. So it's like, I like the point that you brought up, Mac. It's like he still didn't have no power because he had to renegotiate his contracts, right? So, and that's the part. And I don't know where it's at. I haven't dove deep into it. But at one particular point, it was like, well, where is the creative writer credits? Even for writing credits for Puffy, and how many repetitions they got, and did they crack worldwide? You know what I'm saying? International.
You know what I'm thinking about right now? I'm thinking about I'm actually thinking about Charlemagne the God, not him, but what his actual title is in the podcast space for iHeart, right? So last year they created a designated title for him, and they called him the curator of urban podcasts or some shit like that, right? And they gave him a big old fucking, gave him a check or whatever. Now, I watched what he did for this last year. What he did is he took podcasts that were doing good, that had a particular fucking niche, and he simply incorporated them and got them deals with iHeart and took his little shit off the top. But part of the deal is that when you go on iHeart, you can find those podcasts. What's Matt Barnes in them?
Up
All
in
the
smoke.
smoke,
I mean, all the smoke. Yeah.
all the smoke. The fucking 85 South, 85 South show. The fucking Angela Rise got a podcast. Uh, somebody else, of course, his podcast, Brilliant Idiots plus Flagrant 2. They are all on the Black Effects Network, right? And so when it was first getting rolled out, he was kind of thinking of Charlamagne as, oh shit, this nigga is like a king in the podcast world. But when you kind of look at the deals, the way they're structured, no, he's just a curator. It's exactly what his title is, right?
Yeah.
And so what he does is he's like the gatekeeper to the bigger money, right? So say we doing our shit and we monetized and we got a fucking we on Spotify and we doing hella streams or whatever and shit, right? And what Charlamagne would do would come to us and tell us, okay, well, I want to bring you guys into iHeart under the Black Effects or the Black Effects Network, and we're gonna give you guys $1 million for 100 shows or whatever and shit, right? And then he takes his shit off the top, and now our shit is streaming first on iHeart. And then we can do whatever we want, whatever the terms of the deal is. My point being, he don't own none of this shit, right? He don't own nothing. He don't own none of the podcasts that he's bringing in. He don't own no parts of iHeart Radio except whatever little stock they may have thrown him. He does not own the Black Effects Network because it's not an ownership thing. It's simply a title it's like a playlist inside of fucking iHeart, right? So, but the impression, right, for motherfuckers like us would be, shit, we need to be trying to fuck with Charlamagne, right? Because he gonna get us to that big bread. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna get us to the $1 million deal. And I think when I think back, because I kind of understood the music business as it was kind of unfolding in the 90s, where we were led to believe that we had all these black record companies, LaFace and Bad Boy and Uptown. And fucking all these different record companies, right? But there was really only the only true independent at that time. There was no fucking true independence, really, because even Master P and fucking Jay Prince and them was going through Priority. They had distro deals with Priority. You feel what I'm saying? So there was no black record company where a motherfucker was green lighting shit. You didn't have to go get signed off on the money from somebody else and shit. Probably Jay Prince was about the only one because he could just put the bread behind you and then show up with the project already done. And the same thing with Cash Money, which is why they was able to negotiate $600 million when niggas had never even thought $600 million was possible in a black man's bank account ever in the history of the world, right? Like, nigga, we didn't know no niggas that had $600 million. Maybe Slam did that.
Other than
shell people. Shell
but that goes to show you, right? Because when we did start educating ourselves, I wouldn't say it was late in the game, right? But it was the part where, if you didn't know, now you know, because the truth will come. And like I said, it goes on today too with the thing, with everybody being on a computer screen. Everybody become famous overnight or like independent, and you actually take off. But do you own ownership of your writing credits? Do you own a bit like fully independent? You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what, and I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but I think that is exactly where we are with the advent of the digital fucking space, right? Because remember, before we was doing podcasts, Nick, I was fucking telling you about fucking bunch of underground rappers and shit, right? Off of not Spotify. What was the other one that started with an S? SoundCloud. Right? So I was real big, you know what I'm saying, following motherfuckers in the SoundCloud world, because I was like, these niggas is really just making their own shit on the computer, right? At the house. You don't
Mm-hmm.
got to go to no fucking studio. And it's good fucking music. And now we
Yeah.
turn back around 10 years later, and SoundCloud is the jump off for all the niggas that we talk about right now. They was all SoundCloud rappers, right? Living
Yeah.
and dying, alive and dead.
Mm-hmm.
XXX Tentacion, fucking 6ix9ine, Trippy Red, NBA YoungBoy. All these niggas is SoundCloud rappers, and they run the
Mm-hmm.
game. They own their shit. They all independent. When they are doing distro deals, they fucking over the record companies. I'm like, did y'all kind of peep the way that not so much the baby, but it was really NBA YoungBoy. You know, they just dropped a duet together
What?
about
I didn't
10
know
days
that.
ago, right? Yeah, they dropped on the same day as King Von's album and shit, right? Whole bunch of drama
Mm-hmm.
behind that shit, right? Niggas gang banging on fucking internet behind that, all that, right? But these niggas, they released their shit through NBA's deal. I think this nigga got, I don't even want to know how many million. Some say 20, some say 40, some say 8. But he just signed a major deal with Atlantic, and Atlantic released that fucking project. That project didn't get no push, right? And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
NBA, this nigga ain't did nothing to push it either. Because you know why? That nigga will turn right back around day after tomorrow and drop 6 new songs on an EP, stream straight to his motherfucking fans. Fuck the record company. You know what I'm saying,
And
nigga? We
still
don't
get all
need
that
y'all.
streaming money.
We don't
Still get all
need
that
y'all.
streaming money. Still get all
So
that
these
streaming
folks,
money.
you know, the way that the whole game and shit, right, has kind of turned around. Like, you own your shit. That's what I was saying at first. And Joe Button kind of capsulized it for me and shit, right? You know, this nigga said, like, damn, nigga, if you got some shit and there's no deal, don't you own 100% of it?
Period. You the
So then
creator,
why
the
would the deal
procurator.
be how much of your shit they gonna give you?
Right.
Why would
Well,
that be
Shell
the
said
deal?
it.
Right.
Shell said it good in the beginning, right? Because this is the thing that, you know, everybody wants you to make it, right? In the longevity now, we look at that as, you know, like the legends, like you would call like the LL Cool J's, you know, the KRS-Ones, you know, the Locks. You know, you want to kind of be in that thing where it crossed it, you know, decades. Busta Rhymes. Look at, can you imagine how many? We don't even know how many featured Busta Rhymes have, but that dude is featured out of this world. If you think about it, from Janet Jackson to,
Well, and you
uh,
know, you got to figure we in a world now to where people ain't doing concerts like talk about no more. People not doing videos and stuff no more. So that kind of stuff was the push behind a lot of, I'm gonna go ahead and sign to the deal. I'm gonna get this money behind me. I can put these videos out. I could tour. I could do some of that stuff. You know, you don't really need to. Most people, I mean, you still got some good concerts you can go to, but it ain't nothing. It ain't the amount of concerts they have now are definitely not what we used to go to, and stuff like that. I was,
mm-hmm,
one time we was always going to a concert, and they was always doing something big, and stuff like that. Now these days, these artists, with the digital platforms, they can still. I mean, for instance, verses. Everybody want to watch it, but nobody got to fucking be there for it. So, I think, a lot of, yes, you are in a better position to keep your shit now because you you don't have to do the things that you used to do to promote shit when
Right.
with the digital platform now.
You have a lot of people that I mean, like in terms of videos and even shows, a lot of them do. It's just the promoting of them that's different because you see, everybody got visuals behind their music. You got, you get turn on YouTube, tap in the artist, and they got videos all day. They just do it themselves now. There's no big directors, no big F. Gary
Well,
Gray
that's what I'm
directing
saying.
no videos no
Mike
The
more.
game is
Williams.
changed.
Right, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But there are
right.
videos out there like
Right,
you do.
right. That's
It's
what I'm saying. You
visuals.
don't have these Buster Brown do these videos with. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's not the same. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not the same at all, but they
Well,
do
yeah,
have them, and
everything
I believe.
You don't
everything
need
everything has
you don't
become
need a hype man to produce your video no more. Yeah.
right. So what ended up developing right in the last 15, 20 years has been a market called the prosumer market, right? And that's motherfuckers like us, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're professional consumers, right? So we do all our own the shit that you would go to have a professional do for you. We learned how to do that shit on our own, right? And they have products that are specifically designed, like this fucking StreamYard shit, right? That are specifically designed for motherfuckers to be able to do fucking television quality broadcasts from
Yeah.
the comfort of your own home. All four
Shit
of
like
us is chilling.
they got shit like
We ain't got no
GoPros for that
fucking
shit.
bright lights, $1 million worth of cameras. We ain't got none of that shit, right? And we
You can feel
look. I look at our show and I look at Cocktails with Queens and I don't see no difference except ours look better.
right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you know what?
I didn't mean to just target them, right?
But period
Black
though,
woman show. But I'm just
as
saying,
fresh as anybody though.
Just like that, where we all in the 4 boxes or whatever. Our shit look fire than all of that.
We
shit,
as fresh as anybody, right?
Yeah.
We as fresh as anybody. That's for damn sure. But I mean, with the advent of phones, you can film whole videos with just a couple phones now. So
exactly,
they make it way easier for us to do what we do. You know,
exactly. And so because we've kind of developed this prosumer market, then a lot of the things, like I said, that were kind of left up to the professionals, we're able to do ourselves, right? And so when you create some shit, you no longer creating it under the auspices of this big company and their money, their machine, their fucking equipment, you know what I'm saying? And then signing off your fucking, your back end rights just in order to get the push, right? Because you can push your own shit, right? If you're diligent enough. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to somebody today and I was like, it's a trip. Academics, they always kind of refer to him as, he's just an internet blogger and blah, blah, blah. This dude remember we looked at the whole thing from the lead attorney, and he was saying at 100,000 subscribers, he was making about $49,000 a month in YouTube AdSense and fucking donations, right? Academics got 2.5 million subscribers on one fucking channel. This nigga got 3 channels, right? Can you imagine the kind of dough this nigga is touching? And these motherfuckers that's in radio with a job, like Ebro and fucking Rosenberg, right? Peter Rosenberg, have the nerve to be trying to sun this dude. Like, this is not the day and the age for that shit no more, right? All that standard this ain't comedy because you niggas is doing skits on the internet. Y'all that shit is over with. Don't nobody give a fuck about doing no stand-up no more. Because guess what? It's people still going to the clubs and watching stand-up, right? By the way, I'll be there on one of these fucking Thursdays.
Yeah, me too. I'll be right behind him on Saturday.
Right. So, people do go check out, comedy shows, but for the most part, you get your comedy right at your fingertip on your phone. Right to who you want to see for free.
And that was just basically about going out
you
to
feel
go
what
out.
I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So,
go out to get out the house.
So while we might pay $100 to go see Dave Chappelle, I bet I've seen more content from Big Ja in the last 3 months than I've seen of Dave Chappelle in the last 3 years.
Especially new content. Especially
you feel
new
what
content.
I'm saying? This nigga's dropping videos twice a week. Funny as fuck. Hood shit. Hood skits. You feel what I'm saying? And we fuck with that shit. So for all them old niggas that's, still doing stand-up and shit, right? And complaining about, it ain't real comedy. That's, like motherfuckers my age talking about rap ain't real music. Because you niggas still like R&B. Okay, well, guess what, nigga? Some new shit took over.
Right.
Step up old niggas, times, nigga, or get left behind.
Old niggas is always bitter about that type of shit. Old niggas is always
bitter about that
type of shit.
Look, I'm an old nigga that listens to. I'm 50. I'll be 57 in a couple of years and shit, right? I still listen to NBA YoungBoy. Don't fucking play with me.
But not only that though.
And
a lot of old niggas be salty because they can't get.
Nigga called Floyd Mayweather an old nigga too, like he could whoop Floyd.
Hey. And you got a lot of cats that don't even.
57 30.
Wait, what you say, babe? What'd you say? My
So they say
57 what?
57 is the new 30.
Oh yeah.
30.
Oh yeah. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I've been saying I was saying 30 was the new 20 and 50 was the new 30. 40 ain't got nothing to say. Sorry, Frank. Sorry, Nick.
Hey, I
Sorry,
ain't
Nick.
tripping. I'm in my lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm in that
y'all,
lane.
just,
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
just in that
Man,
zone. Like,
Yeah, I'm
look,
in
this
that
is the funny
lane. You know
part.
what I'm saying?
When I was y'all age, I was lying about my age. I was cheating down 10 years. Nobody never questioned me. I turned
Ain't
50
nobody
and started
question
telling
mine
my
either.
real age, and motherfuckers was like, wait a minute. I thought, yeah, nigga.
You thought wrong.
I mean, we
Well,
just
I
got
helped you
Whole
done.
think
10
wrong,
years.
but you thought wrong. But yeah, man.
We just
Man,
got
I'm
done.
still 32 years
I was
old. What you
claiming
talking about?
34 like a motherfucker. Had a 19-year-old baby mama and some more shit.
I'm low key in the golden spot right now. I can still relate, and I can still play OG and still get away with all of it. You know what I'm saying?
Real spill.
Still,
Hey,
but
but y'all got me beat. Y'all grandpas, so I don't have to worry about that
I am.
right now.
I
Nigga,
am
you a
that.
grandpa too.
Yes.
I am that.
Nope.
Of two beautiful
You better
twin
stop.
grandsons. that
Silas
are
ain't got no kids
crazy.
yet.
No.
Silas ain't got no babies
So,
yet.
but nope.
Not that she want to tell you
So
about.
when I get to
I was
that
about
point,
to say,
man, go
not that
ahead
he
and
know of.
give me
Shout
that
out to my
nice
little
little
niece
smoking
and Charlotte.
jacket.
So we love you too.
I was about to say, not that he know of.
Nah, she don't got that.
Wait a minute.
Y'all have been the first to know.
But yeah, I think the 40s, us
Nick, you
40
got
cats, we in
kids?
our lane.
Wait, what? That nigga kid
Say
is
what?
grown. That nigga got a whole grown lady.
I said I didn't even know you. I didn't know you had a kid
Remember
You know
at
I was
I
that
all.
telling you.
late bloomer or something?
Remember I told you this. I called this nigga Nick to come do the cafe shit with me. This nigga left his brand new baby and came to Los Angeles to come
Okay,
try to
I do
fucking do
remember
some
you
business shit with me.
saying that now. Okay,
I
I
know,
do remember
I
you
know where
saying
you
that.
two off
Setting
at,
up
But I
Bob.
guess
foundation
I
for
just
her.
said we never really talked about it again after that, right?
I know where you two off at too, because he always talk about having kids, which will lead you to think that he don't have none. But he talk about more.
What kind of yeah? I mean, now that he said that, he
I'm
has
trying
said
to
that a
look.
couple of times.
I'm
It
trying
kind of
to
feels
do
like
my Killing Lamar thing. Put the baby in the spiral. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
This nigga's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? My pull-out game would be obsolete in about
Ah,
34 hours.
Hey, bro. Keep
yeah.
your pull-out game to yourself.
Ah,
I gotta give him jazz hands for that.
You know what I'm saying? Keep your
okay.
pull-out to yourself.
All right. And stop trying to have
That's
these
hilarious.
interracial babies
I'm taking all
anyway.
applications.
Whoa.
Don't
Whoa.
think
Hold
we had
on.
forgot about Vanessa.
Whoa.
Look,
Oh no, right?
Whoa.
Hold on. What do you mean by that?
Whoa.
Because I
Like,
got,
whoa.
you know what I'm saying? My babies,
I
I got babies. Well,
love the
97, but
kids.
still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Outside my age range,
it's
low
okay.
key.
I got
Peter,
Well,
black
not really,
babies.
because I was still in my 30s when I had them, so I guess that's still cool. That was
She said
97 years
interracial,
ago.
nigga. She said interracial.
Oh, I thought you
No.
said intergenerational.
no,
Generational, I mean.
no.
Hey,
No,
man,
nigga,
she
ain't
black.
nothing wrong with that. What's
No,
wrong
we
with
don't.
that? You niggas shooting shots? You niggas sending shots?
And you know
What's
what?
happening?
You know what? And I don't know no better because I'm lagging so bad. Oh, so I thought him say that, but then I'm lagging, so I get it a little bit and then it like cut off a little bit.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Nick. Biracial
I-
kids are beautiful. A lot of them are beautiful.
Nah. Hey, whatever,
I'm
whatever,
talking about
whatever the
Nick.
Lord
I'm
bless
talking
me with.
about
You know
Nick
what I'm saying?
specific.
Oh, yeah,
My
Nick
people-
has
I'm talking about Nick specific.
and the
My
dog
people-
and Karen.
I'm from that old school shit, man. I'm on that one drop shit, man. Like, ain't no if you octoroon, you black.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck.
Period. That's what you are.
You black. Shit. Now, if you want to go,
No,
as a
because you know
Whatever
young child,
hue-
and explore your other side,
always
of
say the
your
tip of the
heritage
puppy
and all that, but make
is
no
black. I always
motherfucking
tell him
mistake
I don't know
about it.
who trying to fool with that.
Stopped by
Yeah,
the
I just be fucking
police
with Dick
at
because he keeps saying
2:30
that
in the
stuff,
morning. You do not get to invoke no white privilege. I'm sorry, kid. I love y'all. I don't want y'all to live with no ideas. What my mama's telling y'all about how the law treats people and what's supposed to be, because it's the nah, man. 10 and 2,
Hey,
nigga. Don't make no
Keith,
sudden move.
after what time of morning?
2 in the
The
morning.
only
What
way
you
you can
say,
probably
Keith?
get
After
away
what
with that
time?
shit is if you hella
2 in the
fair
morning.
skinned.
2
Only
in the
way.
morning. 2 in the morning, your ass is going down, partner. I don't give a damn what
They
your
don't
mama
care
look
these
like.
days.
Especially if you ain't fucking pale.
They're gonna be trying to explain that to
Yeah.
your mama
They don't
at
even
the
look at
station
the curly
after they
hair.
fuck your ass up. But
Okay,
if you
so
listen
look.
to your dad, right,
Yeah.
Okay,
you'll
so
be
look,
on your
right?
way, man. Just don't get them too much problems. Nigga, you ain't been nowhere. You ain't got no record.
So look, right?
Be kind of contrite.
Mhm.
Don't be with that arrogant shit. That'll get your ass kicked at 2:30 in the morning. Trust and believe. I don't give a damn how light skinned you is, nigga. You a nigga.
So listen,
In a
right?
car with 3 other niggas.
Shelby taking it back. Look, Shelby
I
taking
got the
it back
kind
to
of
the
kids.
boule
Look, I got the
in New
kind of
Orleans, the
kids that are
boule.
trying to
You know
talk
what I'm
shit to
saying?
the
Like he
police
gonna
too.
go over there to the boule.
Well, officer, just what exactly is it that we did wrong? I mean, the law says, fucking Kimaria get everybody fucked up.
I know.
Yeah.
That don't supposed to go there. I don't supposed to get out the car. Yeah.
Look, Keith, Will and Will.
Will and Will.
Wait on it.
Right.
Will and Will.
Right. Indeed on that one.
Come
Hey,
get
oh,
me.
This nigga gonna come. This nigga gonna come
It
back
was one
home,
more
put
thing that was
together a
coming-
protest on the internet, smoke shit, organize shit, picking it in front of the police station. Right?
All his words articulated and shit. All his words articulated. My nigga chant be all pronounced right and shit.
Research the law and some more shit. And, well, you guys are supposed to give us a permit
It was
because
one
we're
more thing
under
that was
150 people, so we're allowed to gather.
Oh,
Trying to get fucked up again, nigga.
oh yeah.
That's just another thing to write a complaint about. That's another reason to write another complaint, goddammit. This time we sending it to the alderman. We're going to the mayor.
Fool around with your kids. Fool around with your kids, you be back in jail. Like,
That nigga is me without the understanding, right? He be just as offended by injustices, but he have no idea that sometimes, nigga, you just got to shut the fuck up and just call your homeboy and just vent about it, right, nigga? So some conversations ain't gonna turn out good for you, no matter how right you are, nigga.
Right. But all that will come with age and experience, nigga. I can tell you that much. That's what it will get. Age and experience gonna have him right, tight and right, nigga. That's for sure. Oh shit! Not even his own experiences. If he pay attention to the experiences of the world, he'll be okay. You know, only pay attention to what's going on around you.
Oh, that was the other thing. That was the other thing I missed the other day, right? So Jesse Smollett over here crying.
Well, what you say?
Look, that was. I said that's the other thing I want to get the latest news on Justice Smollett. You know what I'm saying? He's all PC'd up. I'm talking about this is yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They
yeah,
moved him
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
another unit.
Send it to the psych ward.
He's not suicidal.
They
He's
sent
not
the nigga to the
suicidal.
psych ward.
You know what I'm saying?
So he probably went in there affirming that he wasn't suicidal. Right.
I told y'all what was happening.
Once you start,
something happened to him in jail. It's not by him
like
because he is not
they're gonna
suicidal.
put your ass under some kind of fucking watchful eye. Trust and believe.
Bro, I told you what that whole shit was. That nigga did that shit to make sure they go. Hey, they gonna make sure that nigga he gonna get these motherfuckers for the next 6 months. A living hell. Hey, don't put me in GP, bro. Like if I die, nigga, I'm not suicidal, nigga. Nigga, just know that. Niggas like, man,
y'all got good money.
Niggas is like, man, ain't nobody worried about you. Nigga, you ain't gonna do nothing but lie about it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody
tried to do something to himself and was unsuccessful, do you think that the jail would release a press statement? Or would
probably.
They just like...
Probably. I'm sure
they'll let the rats eat them up.
Because they want to.
They'll let the rats eat them up.
They want to be sure that nigga don't get out of that motherfucker telling no type of tall tales, nigga, because they know how he be. So they go document everything as much in public as they can.
Man, fuck that. Believe Jesse, man. Fuck what you talking about.
Yeah, dude. Do that. Believe Jussie, nigga. We on that run. I'm not, but I'm riding with the squad though. You know what I'm saying? If that's what we on, that's what we on.
Who did worse than Jussie. Y'all not out here trying to cancel them. Y'all stop trying to fucking cancel Jussie.
No, I ain't saying canceling, man. All I'm saying,
Jussie's trying to cancel Jussie. Jussie don't want to man.
For all those who support Young Juicy.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He didn't have to tell a lie that he told. But act like Jussie been bad his whole life. He don't get over this.
Man, watch
how
I deal with shit when it comes time for them to try to cancel me.
Uh-huh. Wait, hold on though, right?
Ain't gonna be nothing like Jussie. I'm be like, hey, look, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, man. I've done a whole bunch of shit in my life that I don't remember, man. I'm old and shit, but whatever it was, I'll apologize. I don't remember. Move on, motherfucker. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. I did.
He gonna apologize. He gonna be back on TV doing some shit. Y'all ain't got why y'all trying to kill the
balcony. I don't care. I ain't did nothing. I don't remember none of that.
Hey, they try to cancel me.
I ain't fixing to tell no lies.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna say when they try to cancel me? I'm gonna plead the fifth, just like in court. Blah, whatever they find. Hey, man.
Hey, so look.
Plead the fifth.
So check this out. Y'all go back and watch the video, right? I was like debt to clout. And I was like, whatever cancel culture is, we need to go ahead and have bad cancel culture days, right? Now everybody, you go back, it's noted, written on the around the pod. That I was like, man, that is a cold way when you actually trying to cancel yourself. But this dude actually changed case law. Like stuff that was on public policy with that noose around his neck. The judge that didn't convict him of the crime when he got off, man, like the anti-lynching bill, man, he was the poster child. So somebody paid him. He was a straw man for somebody. So I'm just saying like that. And the lie got too big. Now he want to hurt himself and cancel himself. Like, just get me out of all this. Cancel me. I deserve it.
He don't want to hurt himself. He don't want to hurt himself.
No, he just want to go. He want to. No, he want to fade to black, but he's not black. He's Smollett.
That nigga's not trying to fade into nothing. He finna make this whole 6 months on the block.
A little time, and he's just scared. He ain't never.
And he gonna make. And he gonna make.
He's just a little scared. That's all.
He gonna make a lot of noise within this little punk ass 6 months. I can guarantee you that.
It's 6 days in the county jail.
He gonna make a lot of noise.
Because he got to keep the news. He got to keep the news media coverage on him so he won't get hurt.
Bingo. Well, I don't know about the getting hurt part, but you know.
That nigga's an attention whore.
Right, there you go.
Yeah, but
that's what he is.
Look, I said the other day.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had to do some time and I felt like I was gonna get fucked up in there, I'd be making noise too. It's gonna keep people off me. It's gonna keep protection on me.
But ain't nobody worried about that nigga.
They already know what you did on the news.
To a certain degree, but his celebrity is not gonna let him be.
Ain't nobody worried about that nigga though. He ain't mess with no kids and no stupid shit like that. Ain't nobody worried about that nigga.
He ain't. That's what I said. I don't think it's gonna be.
Yeah, right.
And that's why cancel culture ain't gonna cancel him completely because he didn't do a crime like that. Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah,
ain't nobody worried about that nigga, man. Nobody trying to hurt that nigga. Nobody care about that nigga, man.
Look, that nigga gonna do
these couple of months, lay low for about a couple of years. You're gonna be all right. Come on back.
And they're gonna go do a couple of plays and shit in Pasadena at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion or some bullshit like that, right?
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga do a King Lear or two, you know, a couple of runs of that shit. Somebody gonna give that nigga a little role in one of these popping ass motherfucking series and shit that's on one of these streaming services.
They gonna fuck with him just based off the opportunity, the attention he getting now.
We might look. We might see this nigga on Bruh.
Hey, look, I got stuff for Jussie Smollett. When you come across the piranha pond, remember that Nick Nash said this, right? Jussie Smollett, it's two sides to the pancake, baby. So I don't know what side you landed on right now, but you're not rising to the top, baby boy, right now for the county jail shit. So
and we have our Nickism.
There we go. I was just about to say Nickism.
You know what I'm saying? You can't
two sides to it though.
Look, you can't flap that. You can't flap. You know what I'm saying? Full
two sides.
You forgot he two sides to a pancake, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Two sides, nigga.
I don't know what side you landed on, but
at
you
all,
ain't rising to the top.
Ain't rising to the top. Hey,
right here, don't play
rising to the top. It's two sides,
nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Rising to the top. You giving us content like this foolishness.
Look, you ain't puffing up and bubbling, so you ain't ready
none
to
of that. You ain't ready. Hey, I mean, you on the wrong side. Because remember, y'all, it's two sides.
Got holes in it. That batter got holes in it. Don't flip that pancake yet.
Hey, just remember this. Above all else, it's two sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what side you on.
And it never looked the same, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Looked the same. So, you know.
I think Young Juicy gonna be all right, though.
Stop it, man.
I think he'll be all right.
I'm nobody worry about that one right there.
Ain't nobody worry about that. You know who I am tripping on, though? Why is my nigga Ye just going off on everybody like that? Like, I think my nigga really borderline cracking. That Kardashian coochie, man.
He's mad about his kids, man.
Yeah, but he not though.
Do you not know the definition of a fucking Gemini? And you keep acting like you don't know this.
He not though. Because I'm a firm believer in ain't nobody keeping the motherfucking kids from him, man. Go get your goddamn kids to shut up.
Y'all keep acting like y'all amazing.
I think it's probably some Kardashian shit going on with the kids.
And he
yeah.
The reason why I say look. The reason why I say this is this, right? Okay, so here's what we gotta accept as being true about Kanye. This nigga just says what's on his heart, and it makes sense in his mind, right? Like what he's saying, right? So it'd be some real shit for him, right? Even if what he's talking about is, we don't understand what the fuck. Like I was saying, 2 years later, I understand that whole rant inside the White House with that red hat on. I know what the nigga was trying to do now. I didn't know back then. I thought the shit was fucking crazy ass shit, right? But we got to go with the fucking, we got to work with the premise that this nigga is just speaking from his heart, right? Reacting to shit or whatever and shit, right? So all of a sudden, right, this nigga is just, boom, such and such happened. I couldn't go to the party. They not showing up on time with the fucking kid, whatever the fuck all the different things that he's publicly ranting about, right? What ends up happening is we'll go back and we'll hear some rational explanation for whatever happened, right? And then therefore nullify this nigga's reaction. But this nigga's legitimately reacting to something, right? So if this nigga is saying, damn, I was blocked from going to my daughter's birthday party, we'd be like, what the fuck you mean? Like, damn, if Kim is like, well, you weren't blocked, whoop. But if he don't know the address and nobody's answering the fucking telephone, all the fucking means that he usually can get in touch with you, but the birthday party's going on and all of a sudden he can't get in touch with you, then you are blocking him in his mind. You feel what I'm saying? So I think that all this shit that's going on, of course, the nigga loves Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you fall in love, it's heavy as fuck falling out, right? They made a whole song about that shit, right? It is what it is, right? All you motherfuckers that's out there talking about this nigga should walk away, I guarantee it was some fucking point in your life where you was puppy dog in love and the bitch left your ass and you did not know how to function, nigga. You called, sweated, sent texts, nigga did all kind of abnormal shit that the ordinary nigga wouldn't do. And more importantly, shit that you would never tell your homeboys that you fucking did. I did, and I ain't gonna tell you what the fuck I did. Right? You know what I'm saying? But I was off the fucking chain. You would never think that this shit had came from me, right? So what the nigga's going through, or however he is expressing his emotional shit, is how he's expressing it. Fuck it, right? Mm-hmm. But the shit that he's tripping off when he keep going back and saying my kids, various different things going on and shit, right? The kid on TikTok. Okay, you know this is a problem with this nigga, right? But what you do is you encourage the kid to keep going on TikTok with makeup and some more shit on. Why would you do that? If you really trying not to have the problem, right? this is not no kid that's old enough to be fucking monetized or no shit like that, right? Like, and this is not the conversation that's been had where the two parents are in agreement on what the fuck is going to be going on the public fucking stage with the child, right? So why is this nigga not allowed to have a fucking say so? And if he's not being allowed to have a say so, why do you keep fucking doing the same fucking shit? If you already asserted that, look, nigga, you can't tell me what the fuck to do. The child is going to do what I say because I'm the primary fucking custodian of the fucking child and shit, right? Then, okay, you made that point. Now, why don't you get the nigga off your nuts? Because the nigga's not really on your nuts. You a Kardashian. You a motherfucker that lives a life with the paparazzi on your every fucking move. You mean to tell me that Kanye West tweets are so fucking distressing to you that you got to have orders of protection and some more shit? Get the fuck out of here. It's a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me.
So
it's about them kids.
So my thing
fucking
is
with
too,
this
right?
nigga about his fucking kids. Period.
So I'm talking about aside. Well, not even really that. I'm talking about going at the boy, constantly going about the boy. The constantly going. Well, he went at DL on some other shit, like all of the other shit, not necessarily the kid shit. Because my whole thing about that is yeah, man, you may have missed some shit, but when you really get serious about seeing your kids, all you gotta do is go get your kids. They ain't gonna stop you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Frank,
it was
a whole little incident, and she's got an order of protection.
That's what Kim said. If you come pick the kids up from school and you take them to school and everything is good, but then 10 minutes later you going off about some buttons on the backpack, I say that shit too. Well, bitch, you just picked them up. You're gonna have a problem when you pick them up. But now, same thing about the party. It was agreed that they was doing separate parties. I don't agree with this shit. It was supposed to be separate parties. But now I said you crying about the party. Well, Travis was always gonna pass him the address of the party, but that's not the fucking point. I don't feel like I need to invite you because bitch, we said we was doing separate parties. And we half-ass even getting along right now. So now because you get on social media and you cry about it, now I gotta invite you to my party. That yes, I got my new man there, but let's not even go there with it. We said we were doing separate parties.
And all the other shit that he doing, it ain't got shit to do
with
with
the simplest thing is, right?
My niggas cracking.
So the simplest way I see it on some nicknames and
we
stuff,
can
right?
dance around the fact that, I mean, I know y'all feel a certain kind of way about it, but yeah, he do be, and not that okay. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I feel like everybody got some bipolar tendency, but he's in the spotlight, so he's being shined a whole lot more than mine would just be at work when I'm good, and my coworker just hit my nerve, and I'd be like, "Bitch, stop talking to me." All of a sudden, I was just laughing with her 5 minutes ago, Right. But you don't see that because I'm not in the spotlight like that. I don't have that, and then granted on top of that with all kind of other pressure, all kind of other beefs I got going on with other people in the industry too. I'm still grieving my mom because my mom was the one that really kept me in check. I watched that little documentary with Duke about the guy that filmed most of his life. Watch that shit. His mama had kept him really in line.
So the thing is, the simplest thing I came down with,
nobody has actually been able to do what she did for him. Just watch that whole documentary. She was, even when they was like,
yeah. So my thing is,
even when they was in the next hotel room with the pimps, the hoes, and the drugs, the mama was in the same hotel too, maybe just 2 floors over. But she come knock on the door. Hey, we got this fundraiser. Hey, we got the Kanye West Foundation. She had kind of kept him in line a little bit and stuff like that. So again, nobody else, ain't like his daddy was in his life or nobody else to really keep him in line like that. So, a lot of stuff, like I said, that documentary kind of puts a lot of stuff in perspective for me in talking about him now and stuff like that. But again, like I said, no, I don't think Kanye is crazy. I think that I think he got classic symptoms of what he is and how he is, and again, like I said, I don't think nobody is above sitting on the couch talking to somebody about some shit, me included. He just don't,
So my thing.
But it's not easy for him to do that because even if he do that now, when he's in the public eye, like, is he crazy because he got a shrink? Am I crazy because I got a shrink?
It means you working on some shit if you
a lot
get a
of
said
times
shrink,
something
though.
very
That don't
significant,
mean
right?
that don't make
but
you crazy. A
I
whole
feel
lot of
like
people
my
get there.
but again, but again, to me, Kanye is so the boy that cried wolf. You know, you know what 1 minute
No,
is
the one
cool, and
point
then
that
the
he
next
made,
minute,
and everybody skipped over.
and then the next minute it's not. It's hard to, again, I don't know, and I know we all got different viewpoints about it, but I'm just saying, you know, that's some of the stuff that I see when talking about him. I love him to death. I want him to, you know.
So this the one point
Yeah.
that everybody's skipping over. The one point everybody skipped over, right? That Kanye West, he said it himself. Just a year or two ago, he had the freedom to raise his kids the way he sought to. They took the freedom away. He could say, I want to pick up right now and go to the
Okay.
Cayman
Well,
Islands
no,
right now. You know what I'm saying? Gather all my
talk
kids.
about
There
that.
was no
Me and you
pushback.
together.
There was no pushback or nothing.
Why? Why? Because I didn't. Because I, as a person who was raised in California all my life, wouldn't want to move to Wyoming.
Because she wasn't fucking on nobody else. That's why.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I don't think that I had to.
No, his frustration came from
I mean, just because you want to do it doesn't make it. Does that make me have to want to do it because you do it? You know, now, don't get me wrong. There probably could have been some better common ground, but I don't think that I need to give up my life to move to Wyoming. Who the fuck want to
he said
Wyoming?
He said take that all out of the equation, right? Buying a house on the same street. Whatever may materialize for him to get money, the freedom to make money. He cannot outmake the money. But the one thing that he can do, right, is let somebody be in control of his freedom from taking care of his kids that he sees fit. You know what I'm saying? He's one part of 100. They're 100% his kids, his responsibility. Whatever he has from his mama, that want to yearn to take care of those kids, the passion, the ambition to do that, is somebody saying to be so petty and meager to say, we're going to let the media, other people say so, whatever, say, to allow me to just be do the human experience with these children.
Until he
you know what I'm
started
saying?
beefing
And
with
we don't
Kim,
give a fuck,
Kanye
but everybody's
never
in my
said
shit.
he felt like his kids wasn't being raised right. Let's just be clear about that.
No, I'm saying the influence that he has the freedom to go see he could wake up and walk in the next room. He could know where the address where he has interest to the kids without none of this other shit. Now they both look bad.
So look though,
my daddy.
That was years ago when wasn't nobody in that pussy. Now
no
somebody else is in that pussy. A and B, nigga. You got times have changed. Nigga, it's different. You divorced now. You got all the money for all the lawyers in the motherfucking world to get this shit right, nigga. By law, if you really want that action, then y'all gonna have to set that shit up because y'all are divorced now, nigga. It's time to be an adult about this shit, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Period. You can't choir your way to it. Even if they are trying to so-called keep it away from nigga, you got money, nigga. You got a bunch of dough. You can buy a courthouse and hold your own trial if you wanted to. Knock it off, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you really want it, go get it. Get it legally. Do it right. You divorced now.
Emancipate your kids and
so
make
you
them
gonna
make
have
the
to
choice.
You gonna have to fucking
kids and let them make their choice.
Man, they're too young for all that. It's just that
it's not even no good reason for them to need to be. I haven't seen what Kim is a bad mother, and I haven't seen what Kanye is a bad father. So
that's not the point.
I don't feel like there's some points where their kids need to be emancipated. Their kids are being raised.
It's time for my man to grow up, man, and get it how you know he got to get it.
And regardless if he really want to say it, it looked like he have his kids a good bit of the time too. Then sometimes he let on.
He did. No, but Keith said it the best. Max said it the best. The one time he said that's rich people problems.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
But it's not though.
It's a family problem. It's you know what I mean.
Let me ask you guys something, right? So I'm married, and me and my wife, we got a couple of kids, whatever, right? And boom, now it's a breakup, right? We ain't no public motherfuckers. It's just me and my wife, right? So we break up. You know, she works. You know what I'm saying? Flying, you know, back and forth to New York, doing whatever she does or whatever, where it makes it more conducive for the whole situation for the kids to be at the house with me. So I'm the primary custodian of the kids, right? Now, we've been out of a relationship, for a month, right? We're not even divorced, right? And I got some random chick, right? Up in the house playing mama to the kids and some more shit. My first question is, how appropriate is that, right? For me to have some new woman up around my kids playing mama, and regardless of the appropriateness of what I do in my house, how appropriate is it, no matter how petty my baby mama, my ex-wife is being, how appropriate is it for her to get back at my baby mama on some personal shit that me and her is doing, knowing that like we trying to move away from this bullshit. Like I'm trying to be done with the drama, but you want to feed into the drama. So uh, in that particular scenario, right, I'm going to either assume that she don't give a fuck about how I feel about what I'm trying to do or whatever scenario I'm trying to work out with my child's mother, or I'm in cahoots with her and I'm saying, okay, it's okay. Get at this bitch and tell her that you laying up fucking blowing my sack right now while the kids is playing in the romper room downstairs. Like, what my question is, how appropriate is that?
That is so inappropriate. It is, because you messing up the value.
So if it's inappropriate,
a year ago,
I don't know.
if it's
I get where you're going with it, but
I'm just asking how okay is
I get where you're going with it, but because we talking about what we talking about, let's just call it spade a spade. They both did the most. Kanye was parading. He was parading that chick around too. Yes, it could have been inappropriate what Kim might have been doing at home, but he was doing the fucking most too.
I'm not trying to throw him no bail and try to say
but
that.
It sounds like you are.
No. Listen to what I'm saying, Shell. I'm not throwing him no bail saying that any of the things that he has done is cool. Right? I even start. Wait, let me finish. I started my whole position off saying, look, we've all gone through a fucking badass breakup where we done some crazy ass shit. So I can't throw this nigga no fucking bail. I know crazy shit when I see crazy shit. But in terms of the shit that we keep talking about, right? It's this nigga tripping off of his kids. This nigga is in his feelings because the whole scenario with his children. You see, you have to be. You have to be. I'm not saying that he's not tripping off of Kim. Remember I said she go through a bad breakup. You do a whole bunch of fucking shit. It's heavy falling out, right? I'm saying to you that this nigga is not over Kim, and I'm not even trying to address the him and Kim shit, right? I was only addressing what he's tripping off of with his fucking kids and what is fucked up about it, right? That he shouldn't have to be going through nothing about his kids. They're both in such a unique situation, right? Where they should be able to either co-parent or avoid each other 100,000%, right? What he's doing,
it's
right?
Like everybody, it's like these three in these dots don't see that shit. I don't know if it's just a woman.
Don't see what?
It's like they don't see what? He got full access to them kids all the fucking time. Y'all act like he ain't got access to these kids.
You're not understanding what we saying, sweetheart. You saying because the nigga get to see the kids, then he should be fucking okay. Nigga, shut the fuck up. And what Frank was saying to you, what Nick was saying. Let me finish. What Frank was saying to you, what Nick was saying to you, what I am saying to you, all three of us are saying to you, what all three of us are saying to you, sweetheart, is that there has been a change in the situation. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you want to fucking talk over every motherfucking body, and nobody can never make a point.
You know what
I'm saying to you is this, right? All three of us recognize that there has been a change in the way that this nigga can deal with his fucking kids. It don't got fuck to do with
every
him
time we
and
start
kids.
talking about Kanye, this goes down this road,
I like it.
This is a whole nother, and
Right,
this is
this
a
is
whole
beautiful.
nother
Because you always cut people off, man. You never let nobody talk. You never wear your earphones, so you never can hear nobody talking over.
Gemini.
We done talked about this before, and I still feel the same way I feel about it then.
And my
you
position,
feel like you should just be able to cut a nigga off while he talking. Fuck what we talking about. What
but I do feel like the Kanye situation is a whole nother podcast, and we ain't got no time to do that. Every time we start talking about Kanye,
we do. We got all the time in the world.
It's gonna go hard and it's gonna go long.
I like it.
Now we're not talking about Kanye. Now we're talking about how we do the fucking podcast.
My point is
just another podcast. Let's come back on tomorrow and do it. I'm good with that. But we ain't gonna go nowhere with this tonight. This gonna go too long because we all got.
You're not trying to listen to nobody.
No. I just don't necessarily agree with your point of view with it. Half of it was because how you set it up in the beginning.
My position is we know that it's different now. So
that's
do what you gotta do legally.
And the niggas
just go ahead and take care of your business legally.
And maybe I am triggered because guess what? I'm a father that goes to some fuck shit with a fuck ass motherfucking baby mama. A good father. So maybe I am triggered. And maybe I can see some shit that you don't.
I mean, that could be, but at the same time, but at the same time, you're not on the podcast or publicly just going off about it all the time. And you know why? Because you got a little bit.
Because I got two. Because I got two to talk to.
No. I'm saying that it seems like you got a little bit more. You a little bit more down on the earth in your mind with it. You know that you could, but it may not be the best route to go.
Well, because it's not new for me, sweetheart. This is what I'm trying to tell you, right? When I was first going through whatever I had to start going through, right, with my baby mama, right, at the separation time, right, it was the same kind of shit, right? I didn't do nothing wrong, right? We just broke up, but all of a sudden, like you doing all this threatening ass bullshit, you know what I'm saying, to keep me away from the kid. But what you're really doing is you know that the only thing that affects me is my relationship with the kid. Now that's just me.
There we go.
Kanye got some whole other shit going on, right? He got levels of irritation. But in terms of the kid shit, right, I can totally understand when a nigga is being frustrated by the idea that this relationship ended with this woman, so now my relationship with my kids has to change substantially when it doesn't need to. The only reason why my relationship with my children is changing is because my relationship with the woman has changed and she won't let it go. She's on some petty shit, right?
Hey,
so I understand position. I understand that position, right?
I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see what Kim on the fuck shit like you saying she on the fuck shit.
No, we're talking about me. You said no. Let me answer, Nick. Let me answer. You said, yeah, Keith, you seem like you are a little okay or more on the down low about your feelings. And I said, yeah, because it's been so long ago. I'm taking you back now to when it just started, right? Just like how with Kanye is just starting. And my understanding was nothing like it is right now. Feel what I'm saying? My understanding was dig a hole in the motherfucking desert and make this bitch disappear.
There you go. Period. Allegedly.
Okay? Not get on Twitter and cry to the motherfuckers and try to get some. No, make this bitch go away.
But
so don't tell me that I'm so low key and cool with it. No, I've grown into the cool. Cause I don't. No,
I just meant to say that you ain't acting fucking crazy. You're not saying fuck her 1 minute, I want to be with you the next minute. I'm really just trying to dance by the fact that you're not acting fucking bipolar about the shit. Like
I'm not Kanye, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm not trying to justify his behavior. I'm simply trying to tell you.
No, but y'all trying to justify behavior that clearly.
No, we're not.
I said he should get. I said he should go the legal route so he could go ahead and get what he needs to get. I'm not justifying nothing. I believe that the way he acting is actually affecting him seeing his kids. But that's just me. I believe.
I simply said that I understand that this nigga is reacting to a difference in what's going on with him and his kids, and I think that what's going on with him and his kids is fucked up.
But the killing part about it is that even before Kim might have had somebody in her life, they had been not living together.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't a problem then, though, because wasn't nobody else in that pussy. Now it's an issue. That's what I'm saying. It's different. It's different.
But
they invited that boy to the show. They triggered him.
But what I would not do is feed her to the sharks when he was doing the same thing.
But did nobody say nothing to her about her? I'm just saying it's different because somebody else is in that pussy. Now before, when everything was cool, but nobody in that. But she was by herself. If he was alone or doing whatever he was doing, she wasn't flaunting nobody or doing nothing. Even if they was on the low, she kept it on the low. But now that it's out that somebody else is in that pussy, oh, he got a problem with it. Oh, it's a situation, nigga. That's why he going off about the shit. But I think the way he acted, though, is truly affecting the way he's right. Because if I can't go around my baby mama and then act a fool, every time I go around her, I act a fool, no, she ain't gonna want me around. You know what I'm saying? You got to meet me at the liquor store or to Walmart or something, pass the kids off, because me and you kicking it ain't gonna happen because nigga, you on some other shit type of shit. You know what I mean? So they ain't gonna tell them what the circumstances and situations are.
She threw the cake out the window.
But I do know legally, once you get that done, she gonna have to abide by the shit. So go ahead and do your shit legally, my nigga. Quit tripping out.
Say have all that bullshit. Like
yeah, because it's the law.
Now.
No, I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying. The
way y'all word this shit.
I'm not saying she's not.
It always sounds like a low blow or like a dig.
I'm saying regardless what the situation is, by law, they both will have to abide by it.
All of a sudden, Kris Jenner is a fucking angel. All of a sudden, because it's Kanye, Kris Jenner, and fucking Kim Kardashian is angels, right?
Oh, you already know
how to work a motherfucking machine. All of a fucking sudden, right?
Suck you by,
just
homie.
Some fucking victims sitting up in this ivory tower being harassed and fucking terrorized by fucking Kanye West on Twitter. This is what you telling me, right?
Okay,
get the fuck out of here.
No, it's not what the fuck I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
They do that
I don't feel what the fuck is the wrong person in this party. I'm seeing him and he do more shit than her.
That's because you drinking exactly what they feed you. And I'm thinking that there's something more going on.
He's not denying him access to the key.
But my point is this: if it's settled in court,
I don't believe that to be true.
Like y'all taking what he
if it's settled in court, no, I'm saying if it's settled in court, hold on.
Because this is circus, so y'all watching both sides like we all are.
I'm saying if it's settled in court, they both got to abide by it. And I just heard, goddamn it, it's a law. It's a ruling.
That's the first time
you see what I'm saying?
That's the first time you said both tonight.
It's law. And we were talking about Kanye. Nobody said anything bad about Kim.
Well, my thing is that I don't see where she's denying him access now. But yes.
I don't know about that. If she is.
Yes.
Like I said, if she is.
Need to have their lawyers put it in place for them.
Right. And like I said, if she is denying them access.
After that.
And like I said, if she is denying her access, then it's because of the way he's acting. I didn't say shit about her. Because if every time I went around her and I'm acting a fool, she wouldn't want me to be around her anyway. And in that fact, we would have to go through the law because we dropping them off somewhere because I don't want you around me. I just said that. But those were my exact words. So
she threw the birthday cake out.
So I believe that the access that he is being denied is due to his own self-demise. Right. And in order to keep all that from getting away,
but hold on. But Frank, I would even say that even with him acting erratic as he's acting, there's enough footage on there that clearly he has these kids a lot. So it doesn't seem like he's being denied any access.
But there's no footage of them together at that point. Like I'm saying, right? If me and you had a kid and me and you were on terms and I was acting a fool all on the internet, right?
There was footage of them the other day. So that's what I'm saying. I don't see where it doesn't seem like he's not spending time with the kids.
See, even in that fact, that may be true.
It doesn't appear he's not. You know, but you know, if this is about Kim being with somebody else, then I get where we're going with that. But it seems like we got two different two different like scenarios going on. I mean, like
No, she
I
she
feel
brought the
like
kids
he
to the dual house. I
I
guess
don't feel like
they had a
he got
picture.
denied access to his kids.
This guy's around the
Well,
I
kids
don't
now,
see
so
where his
started
kids
off the
are in
whole
she went to a
danger
low
for
blow.
being with him.
I started off my whole conversation by saying
Yeah,
it's
Pete
two
Davis'
different
kids
things,
are sitting on
right?
the sofa. Go
Got
get
the
your kids,
whole
Kanye.
nigga acting crazy about fucking falling out of love. First thing I fucking said. Once you fall
And
in
my
love, it's
thing is,
heavy falling out.
and my
First
thing,
fucking thing I
and
said.
my thing is that they
Second
had
thing
been
I
together
said,
for
second
quite
thing
some
I said,
time.
if I could get through a sentence, second thing I said was
You ain't gotta say it like that.
I believe that when it comes to his kids, there's more going on than what we are led to believe is going on, because this nigga speaks from his heart. When he's tweeting out to the world something is going on, it's because there's been a shift in what he expected to go on. Now, you might not think of that as denying him access to his kid, but let me ask you this. Let's say, just for argument's sake, right? Me and my ex-wife, we have the deal is I pick the kids up on Thursday and bring them back home on Sunday night, right? And fucking Sunday night comes and we at Magic Mountain, right? And uh, uh, I don't bring them home on Sunday night, right? I bring them home Monday fucking morning, right? Okay, so now the fucking the the deal has the what was expected has been changed, right? When I bring the kid back on Monday morning and shit, right? Kim has a fucking right to be like, nigga, what the fuck? And be pissed off and talk her shit. Am I not correct? Like, I'm giving her that. I'm saying she has the absolute fucking
Correct.
right. Now, let's switch the scenario around, right? Let's say this nigga gets the kids on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Thursday, he's supposed to get the fucking kid, but Kim is taking the kid to fucking La Brea Tar Pits with all the rest of the cousins and some more shit. In Kim's mind, right, it's a reasonable fucking excuse for not giving him the kid on Thursday. In Kanye's mind, you upset the whole motherfucking shit. And I don't get to talk to you. So I'm going to talk to fucking Twitter. I'm going to say, these motherfuckers is stopping me from getting my fucking kid. But what Shell is going to say is, nah, nigga, I seen a video with you with the kid last Thursday. What the fuck are you talking about? You was with him Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You always got your kid. Kanye is saying, no, motherfucker, I'm supposed to have my kid right now today, and I ain't got her. The fuck do you mean they not stopping me from getting my kid?
I don't know that that's be true. The only
you don't
scenario
know
I do know to be true is that it was supposed to be two separate parties.
You don't
and
know
he got
it.
up there, he went so hard that they had to give him the address. But that was the agreement that it was two separate parties. Well, you don't know what you said to be true. And with that being said,
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I don't know this to be true, right? I don't know it to be true, right? But you don't know it to be untrue either. I'm willing to accept that I could be totally fucking wrong, right? None of that kind of shit could ever be happening. But it also could be. And the Kardashians is the kind of motherfuckers that will make that kind of shit happen and make a nigga look like a goddamn fool on social media. You can't tell me that machine doesn't exist. That's what the fuck they do. You don't get that.
No, he do a good job of that itself. If he would grow the fuck
up. So check this out,
man. You're missing my
point. No, I don't, because I don't feel like they done anything to him to make him act like that. He do a good.
Something is going on to make this nigga act like that.
Why you trying to throw Kanye a bone like he ain't
something is going on different to make this nigga act like that? You just seem to think that this nigga is just jumping out the window, talking about his motherfucking kids on social media because he just pulled that out of his ass. What I'm saying is I believe, what I'm saying is I believe, right? When given all the evidence, it would be indicative to me that something behind the scenes is going on that's different than what Kanye expects with his children.
And I believe
what that is,
that most of his
I don't know. I'm not going to buy the fact that everything is hunky-dory and this nigga is posting, because remember, I'm not attacking him. I'm not giving him no bail about the whole fucking shit with Pete Davidson. The only reason why I even gave you the scenario is because you seem to be giving her so much fucking bail. And I think that shit is all the way out of order, right? Like that's some out of order shit. What he's doing is out of order too. He's petty as a motherfucker, right?
I just let me tell you one thing.
So check this out, y'all. You ever think about it like this, right?
Let's be clear. I haven't seen evidence that Kanye is a bad. At the same time, I haven't seen evidence where Kim is a bad mom. But I do see evidence
Who
that
said anything about it being bad moms? They're bad.
Oh my God. I'm just saying. I mean, well, hold on. Well, when you insinuate that one is maybe denying access to kids, then I mean that kind of sort of falls into the realm of that.
I gave you a whole innocuous fucking scenario where I actually threw her some bail, right? Like shit, it would be absolutely reasonable and shit, right? That she wouldn't show up on Thursday and probably try to call this nigga whatever the fucking shit, right? And that this nigga's reaction would be
but how do you get to that? Like that whole scenario.
Because I'm trying to tell you, because what I keep trying to tell you is that I believe that there's something more than what the Kardashians are feeding you going on with
I just
kid.
Believe that he's fucking crazy and he wants to paint the narrative.
That's why you won't accept. That's why you won't accept that there might be something else going on. Now, what I say is, he might be crazy. That's what I say. I say the nigga might be crazy, right? Because he definitely is acting crazy when it comes down to this nigga dealing with his wife and her boyfriend and whatever the fuck he's going on with him and Pete. That shit is fucking abnormal, right? That's some shit that a nigga ain't even gonna fucking do. Like if I'm tripping with a nigga like that behind the scenes, nigga, we need to fucking link up or whatever the fuck, but we're not gonna do it on social media. So that's some all the way weirdo shit. And I'm giving a motherfucker that. I'm agreeing and some more shit. But I'm also saying is that the nigga might be crazy too. Fucking about his kid. The nigga might be pulling smoke right up his fucking out his ass. None of the shit that he posts on social media about his children might not be true. This nigga might be all the way totally delusional. I'm saying that is a possibility. I'm agreeing that what you're saying could definitely be possible. What I'm also saying is that what I'm saying could be possible as well. And it's more likely.
Lighting up for a fade.
Because of who we're dealing with. See, you want to fucking talk about these Kardashians like they Snow White and no 7 fucking dwarves.
I never said
that's
that.
some bullshit. We watch these fucking women destroy a whole slew of black men in the goddamn social media.
We even named
every one of them that left that family got fucked over in social media.
We even named
like a goddamn fool.
Yeah, one of them had the celebrity like Kanye.
One of them.
We even named the ones that survived.
You can't compare them to Kanye.
We even named the ones that survived.
All I'm saying is that there's a machine in place that's designed to do what is happening right now. You can ignore it if you want to on some girl power shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you that there's more going on than Kanye just being a crazy motherfucker ranting about his fucking kids.
Well, I guess
guaranteed. Let's tell it.
I know legally they can get that shit straight. For sure.
Definitely.
I mean, if it's even a legal issue, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's never going to be straight because.
Well, it doesn't.
It's never going to
understand. It doesn't even seem like it's so much of a legal issue. I mean, it just seems like.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, going that way, you won't have all the mess. Then it becomes a legal contract. You won't have all the mess.
That shit don't always work out.
I'm saying it don't.
I got full legal custody of all my kids, and none of them niggas live with me.
I know it don't. But at that point, though, at least you have some type of legal measure to be like, I told you this nigga was tripping, or I told you this bitch on a
but all that shit does is destroy the relationship between you and the children and shit when you block them from being with their mothers. So the bottom line is this, right? The bottom line is this, right? On the kid shit. And admittedly, you know, this is one of my trigger issues and shit, right? Though Shell don't let me have no fucking trigger issues and shit. We give her 10,000. But in any event, this is one of my fucking trigger issues. You know what I'm saying? And
the
what I
verbiage.
will say is, historically, no matter whether there's a courts or not, scenario on the co-parenting shit is never going to be equitable. It's always going to uh, favor the mother simply because we don't
Over the
think of
father.
it in the same way, right? Um, men think of traditionally, men think of what is the best solution for this problem that we have, right? Even if it's me get the fuck out the way, right? Generally, it's always going to be because we're all pretty much raised by our mothers. We're never going to stop our sons from having a mother, no matter how reprehensible a bitch we might think she is as a girlfriend or a baby mama. It's this nigga's mama. You feel what I'm saying? So men are never going to stand in the way of the mother having a relationship with the child, even if they have full custody. Women will routinely stand in the way of that same fucking relationship that the father has established with his child once the relationship between the mother and the father disintegrates, because the mother no longer values the father the same way that she did when she was with him. See, we still value the baby mama, even though we don't value her as the wife or the woman, because we were all raised by mamas. So we say, that's my baby's mama. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't like baby mama slang, the bitch that I fucked and got pregnant. No, that's my baby's mama. Like, that's like my wife that I don't fuck with. Feel what I'm saying? Exalted, realted, all that shit, right? Crown on her head, crooked to the side, all that. This is my child's mother. I don't never have to fucking speak to you ever in life, right? But I'm always going to want the child to be able to respect you, you know what I'm saying, and look at you with some reverence and some awe. So I'm not going to fucking talk down on you in front of the fucking kid. I ain't going to disrespect you and call you a bunch of bitches and shit in front of the kid. I'll just not talk to you. That's what niggas do. Women don't understand that because y'all don't do that. It becomes intensely personal, and it's the fuck that, I'm going to teach this nigga a lesson at the expense of the fucking child's relationship with their father. So it's never no fucking equanimity here, right? And so for a motherfucker like Kanye, who should never have none of the problems that regular motherfuckers have, ever. Why should they have to go to a fucking courthouse? They got enough, they are privileged enough and in such a position to where they should be able to work out that shit, where the relationship between the mother and the children and the relationship in the father and the children is not changed. See, because nobody is saying nothing about the fact that the kids are in the house with the mother all the time, right? So their relationship is not changed. Kanye's relationship with his children is changed. This is what I keep coming back to, because it's what keeps me understanding why he's tweeting about his kids. I don't tweet about my kids. You feel what I'm saying? He don't got a Nick and a Frank to talk to.
Because he's really going to the court of public opinion.
But he's been not in the house with his kids for quite some time now. That's all I'm saying.
And also displaying that type of displeasure, like he ain't calling no types of bitches or hoes or no shit like that on the thing. But I mean, the kids will see this shit one day, so they'll understand. You know what I'm saying? Either way it goes, they'll see this shit one day.
I'm not saying that what you saying
that
is wrong.
Never just
I'm just
look.
saying
If you go back, look.
They haven't been together in quite some time now.
Okay, but you're right. But now check this.
Right.
Think about all that whole long ass shit that I just said about how niggas think about their baby mamas, and then go back and look at all the tweets that this nigga has put down. This nigga has not disrespected Kim not one time. This nigga's still exalting her.
And truth be told, her only comebacks have been.
Why is it got to be a what? Why do it got to be a what? Well, you didn't do this, so I didn't do it.
Because she hasn't came out. Because she doesn't just come out.
Why we can't never just talk about what's happening with one person and then talk about what's happening with the other person. You always talk to me as though what's happening with one person negates and eliminates all the shit that's happening with the other person. And I'm not never saying that. I'm saying that Kim has the right to. I'm not once said that Kim don't have the right to feel how she feels. I said that this nigga is on some wild out shit when it comes to the breakup of his wife. I just keep saying there's something else going on that's making this nigga tweet about his kids.
I was responding in reference to, like you said, tweets and stuff. I found that when he goes hard, and sometimes it seems like he does try to throw her under the bus, those have been the times that she's responded. Other than that, she's not really saying anything about him. And she hasn't said bad things about him up until this day. Anything that she said is kind of, it's usually what she say is defending what he's saying that she's doing. That's why I'm thinking we are on the same page with that.
Nobody said anything about her tweets, baby.
I'm not.
So look, so both of y'all, look,
no,
check it out.
I'm saying when you say that he said some shit. Okay, so I'm supposed to just allow somebody to just keep saying. Make it seem like I'm a bad mama. Make it seem like she didn't have that fucking TikTok that all my nieces got for at least 2 years already. But now it's a fucking problem that she got it because we're not together. Y'all skipping over all that shit. None of that stuff was a fucking problem, and I get it because, like you said, love makes you do crazy shit. But again, he hasn't lived in the same house with his family in a long time. Most of the things that they've been doing them already. So all of a sudden now, what's the problem? All of a sudden now he's trying to act up. All of a sudden now is that he's just so fucking crazy in love he can't live without her.
What's the solution?
I like that.
That's been
the solution
for a little while now. So
what would be the solution? What would be your idea of the solution? What's the perfect solution here?
I'm not really saying that there is the purpose. I don't think for the conversation. What I think that they should at some point they should mediate because I don't think all this. Okay.
No. Not.
I don't think.
I'm asking it.
Listen to me. I don't think all is wrong with them, but I do think that to me, I think that Kanye spins the. I think he spins the narrative.
That's why I was saying I was asking it wrong. So what do you think Kanye should do?
Stop for one. Stop throwing slugs. Again, this is the, like you said, this is the mother of your child. And sometimes he portrays her in a bad light. If we're gonna work being amicable moving forward, I think the first step is to not paint the narrative that all of a sudden she's a bad mother. Because in some instances, he has tried to create that scenario.
I think that's just the way.
And then I found that when he's done that, then she's come back and say, but it wasn't a problem. She had this TikTok over 2 years now. So all of a sudden it's a problem. It just seems like some things are just like you said, I get it. It's a bit of divorce. Things go bad. He still loves her. He still want to be with her, for all intents purposes, I get that. I get that more than I get it. But I think that for them to move forward, and just for the sake of the pond, for them to move forward, then yes, if she's doing it too, and that I don't know of it, then yes, they both have to put that to the side, and they both have to stop because they're too much. They're both too much in the public eye to be doing that to each other. So yes, I think that for their sake, I think some gag order should be put in order. Definitely that.
He said the most prolific thing.
Both of them can't not talk about each other on their own. Then maybe it should be something in place to help them because they are both very public people, and it's hard to be. It's hard to be there when each one of them can command the public at any time. So yeah, I just to move forward.
He said the most prolific thing the other day, right? He said. He said the most prolific thing the other day. He said, put it in God's hands. He said, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Although he came on a court of public opinion, just to be transparent right now, because he seems like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, to face the criticism, the barrage of people saying that, you know, in recent histories, I was always off the hook and very, very verbal about my feelings. And like Max said, and like you said, speaking from the heart, right? Now, it comes off as a barrage of, we know he could be petty. We know he could be all this, but the thing is, right? The most revealing thing is like, yeah, this shit really hurts me because I don't know what to say about the kid. If I say go too far, it makes me seem like I'm a dingbat. You know what I'm saying? That I'm irrational, that I'm morally incompetent to handle my fucking children because I'm gonna use them as a vindictive tool, right? But that is how it's set up to be from whatever history that went along, right? Because these people didn't have God in their life. So he's looking at a point, it's like, hey, people in the public, please help me try to understand this because it hurts. You know what I'm saying? That people believe my past history, but your past history don't define you who you are today. What's in the present? In the present, he might have some clarity if he let God lead the way. From all the hurt and discrepancy from his mama to facing criticism to Illuminati 3 times 4. But like I said earlier, it's 2 sides to a pancake, and we don't know which way to flip it right now. So
Yeah.
right there. All right, y'all. I got like little acid reflex thing going on. My eyes are red and burning, so
Well,
I'm
we have been
gonna
here
take care
for
of my
an
little
hour
health
and
right quick.
50.
11 minutes.
So I can go ahead on and close us out. Thank everybody for joining us. Everybody in the comments on Facebook and YouTube Live. If you joined us on the Facebook side of the game, jump over to the YouTube side of the game. Give us a sub over there. Catch us on the replay on both platforms. Also on
All forward today.
Twitter. What else? Oh, for those of you on Clubhouse, jump over to the Clubhouse side of the game. We do have a club over there. It's called Piranha Pond. Jump in, become a member, be part of the conversation. Shout out to the Piranhas. Once again, love you guys. Glad you guys are able to show up. We are in one place at one time. Once again.
Yeah.
And hey, that's pretty much it. Y'all know what it is, what it has been, what it always will be. We have been the Piranha Pond live at 5/7 Central. And now we are.
All right.